Look at this mess, from a clean Dutch scape to a string algae infestation. In this video, we'll let you know what happened and how we plan to gain control of the situation. We ended our last video saying that something went wrong, so here it is. Look at this swamp. A few weeks ago we planted this tank with two of the most popular foreground plants out there, Monte Carlo and dwarf hairgrass. This was a complete disaster. The hairgrass grew so aggressively that it basically suffocated the Monte Carlo. And once the Monte Carlo started dying off, it broke down and it fed the tank with exactly the kind of nutrients that algae loves. On top of this, our CO2 system was one of the normal budget ones which you can't turn off, so it ran 24/7. Alright, so here's the plan for today. First things first, we're unplugging everything, filter, heater, all of it, and then we're cleaning this swampiness. Okay, so let's pull this diffuser out and just look at what's on it. Look at the amount of algae. The CO2 system is coming out completely. We need to give ourselves a chance to actually reset and get back in control of everything. Next up, we're bringing in the secret weapon, the aquarium safe sponge. This is incredibly effective at stripping away stubborn algae. If you want to grab these sponges for your own tank, we've got links to all of the products we use down in the description. Look at what we just scooped out. This stuff is super stringy, almost like green hairs. If any of you know what species this is, please let us know in a comment. Just look at the stringiness as I'm pulling out the drop checker. Now we'll go ahead and clean the glass walls as best as we can, since we can't see much. Next, it's time for a plant haircut. The algae completely took over the plants too. The plants were already overgrown, especially the rotala, but with this much algae, a heavy trim is the only way to hit the reset button. We can't really see much, so we're going more by feel at this point. Well, I definitely picked the wrong net for this job. It's way too big, but we'll go ahead and use it for now. We're also giving the hairgrass a quick trim to keep it tidy. The Monte Carlo is still struggling and dying off in between the grass, but honestly, short of ripping the entire carpet out and starting over, there isn't much we can do to clean it up right now. We need to take out the last of the trimmings, and then it's time to tackle the equipment. Both the heater and the filter are coming out for a thorough cleaning. Now we'll do a huge 80% water change. It might seem like a lot, but we're hoping this will help. Okay, so now we just plug everything back in. Heater goes back in the tank, filter goes back in, and we're almost back in business. We always have to be a little bit careful with this heater. It's long and pretty heavy, and if it's not secured properly, it can slide and squish the plants underneath. So we make sure those suction cups are firmly on the glass before we let go. And now the filter goes back on. This one always feels a little bit flimsy. It never sits quite as solid as we'd like. It feels like it's leaning back slightly. This is probably because the glass on this nano tank is so narrow. As with every water change, we add a little bit of dechlorinator to treat the water before it goes back in the tank. We do this because tap water isn't safe for fish or for plants, at least in this country, so this is a step we never skip. If you want to know what products we use, we've dropped all the links in the description. And finally, we need to prime the hang on the back filter before we turn it on, so that's what we're doing right now. And we turned it back on, but we forgot the lid. Water is splashing everywhere, so we need to unplug everything again. Okay, the lid is on now, crisis averted, so let's try this again. A lot of muck is being moved around right now, but that's what we want. The filter should be able to pull all of that out, and we should end up with a way cleaner tank. It's still a little bit annoying how the filter is sitting on the glass wall. It looks a little flimsy because of how thin this glass is, but it's unlikely that it will topple over or move much. We now have a normal size net for this tank, and we're just doing a quick pass with the net to catch these floating leaves. The more of the big stuff that we grab now, the less work the filter has to do. And finally, we're putting this DIY lid on top, and this is to stop water from evaporating as fast. And that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed spending some time with us, and if you want to see more builds, please subscribe.